everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I... talking really high and I'm Brody.
Well, we have a wheel spin to kick off with that was redeemed during the pre-stream. So thank you for joining us. Oh, Yomaris Correo. I like the well, for us it's orange. I like his orange username tonight.
Yep.
Saturday was beautiful, 20 degrees. I wish I knew the scale for that. What's 20 degrees in Fahrenheit?
Hogan's Heroes is a great show, Glenn.
All right,
It's about 70 degrees.
And Mick Callisto also won the Dirty Book.
Wait, somebody did a 101?
Callisto did, right out the gate.
No
like,
way.
He's ready.
You set the theme for the whole show there. A one-word Star Wars story. We are in so much trouble. We are in so much trouble.
All right, go ahead and kick it off, Jeremy.
Once
Upon
My
midnight,
slumber
I
went
to
50
Jawa
dances
because
they
are
my
worst
nightmare.
and
they
Serve
chili
bantha.
steaks.
There you go. What a story it was.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it sounded like a dream, right? Nightmare, dream.
So what we need to do is we always need to start with a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So like, a long time ago in a galaxy
I
far,
agree.
far.
I agree. Then we can really like zip into it. Yeah.
It gives us
Yes.
time to think.
Yes,
Impressive. All right, we got a dirty book read
we do.
for Kara.
For Mick Callisto.
For Kara. She needs the passion in her life.
Are we ready? The windows of the townhouse on Grosvenor Square were ablaze with light as Ryan approached. He'd walked a mile or so, lost in thought, oblivious even to the stars that gleamed above like diamonds against a dark, velvet background. Arabella Butter met him at the door. Really? Your last name's Butter? Hello, sir. How are you tonight? I'm fine, Arabella. And you? Quite well, sir. The sight of him still sent shivers of pure female lust down her spine.
Whoa.
But even that sensation had lessened since Harvey Jenkins had begun to pay his attentions to
Harvey
her.
Jenkins.
That's Leroy's brother.
Butter and Jenkins are getting it on.
Jenkins.
The rest of your family is upstairs in the ballroom.
Hey, Jeremy wants to go to the ballroom, if you know what I mean.
To play with his, what ring was it?
Square nuts? Slip ring.
Slip ring.
What's slip ring? It's the part of the thing that it goes. It's infinite spinning, so the wires don't wrap up. It chokes itself out. What?
Jeremy, always choking yourself out on your slip ring.
No, the slip ring prevents the choking.
Oh, right, like David Carradine.
Prevents it. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which celebrity just passed away? Just a famous celebrity that just passed away.
Gene Hackman.
That was who I was thinking.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was.
World-renowned computer hacker Gene Hackman.
I don't know why I associated him with the guy Chris mentioned.
Who did I mention?
Carradine.
Oh, David Carradine, yeah.
Yeah, what happened? How did he pass? Like,
Hey, Ryan.
He died from autoerotic asphyxiation.
David Carradine did.
Yeah.
But the Gene Hackman one was
No,
weird,
Gene
right? Because
Hackman.
his wife, daughter, and dog all died.
yeah, like they all died, didn't they? I know he and his wife did.
Regal Rebel, touche. He said, is there any such
So
thing as a
Gene Hackman
non-famous-
died of heart disease and his wife died of hantavirus.
At the same time, what did his dog die of?
Broken heart.
Wife and dog. And guess who else passed away? You guys, it's Star Wars related. Gary Fisher.
Gary Fisher?
Gary Fisher.
I feel like this is some sort of pun.
It's not. It's her dog.
Oh, Gary died?
Yeah, Gary died.
I mean, didn't we all kind of... That poor thing. He looked rough.
What are you talking about? I loved Gary. What are you doing? Why? No, what? That isn't Gary.
Gary
Look
the
up
dog.
the dog. What, you trying to see who's been in more films? Gary Fisher? Or
SMR. No,
Carrie
Gene
Fisher?
Hackman. Gene Hackman.
Oh.
All right, so just for people to know that Gary Fisher is considered one of the inventors of the modern mountain bike.
Oh, look at that. He looks like a bicyclist.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Don't forget we have a wheel
Hey,
spin
Leo.
for somebody.
All right, so
I think it was.
ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the IMDb
SMR,
game. For those of you who don't know how the IMDb game works, the person who redeems it suggests an actor or actress, and it becomes our job to determine whether or not we think they've appeared in more films or fewer films than screen legend Sean Connery. If you want to play the game with integrity, you don't look up how many films Sean Connery has appeared in. He's appeared in a lot, but not the most films of all time. And of course, all of these numbers are based on their credits listed on IMDb. So if you got a problem with it, take
Don't
it up
add
with
us.
them. So the suggested actor is Gene Hackman.
I'm going with more.
Have you guys ever even seen anything Gene Hackman's
I was
been
going to
in?
say, hold on. I was going to say, can Kara name one Gene Hackman movie?
Probably not. I'm bad with actors and I'm bad with films. So
I have seen a Gene Hackman movie, Enemy of the State.
I have seen a Gene Hackman movie, The Conversation, which is an incredible movie.
Kessel says same, of course he would.
I'm going more.
Less. I'm telling you right now, it's less.
I
Gene
like-
Hackman has been in less.
I want to. What other movies has Gene Hackman been in?
That's Enemy of the State. It's the only one I know of.
He is known for The French Connection, The Royal Tannenbaums, Unforgiven, The Conversation. He has also been in movies like Behind Enemy Lines,
I think I've
Well,
seen that.
but
Enemy of the State,
that's the one I knew.
The Birdcage, Get Shorty, Crimson Tide, Wyatt Earp, The Firm. That's with like Tom Cruise.
One says he's been in the Superman movies?
Oh yeah, that's right. He was Lex Luthor in the original, the Christopher Reeve Superman movie.
Young Frankenstein. I've seen. That's the one with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Gene Wilder once
Yes.
said it.
Thank you.
I've
seen that.
Oh, the French Connection. Yeah, okay. This thing is scrolling like
I've
there.
only seen Enemy Lines and
So apparently,
Gene Hackman's incredibly good.
I'm going with more.
All right, has everyone gotten there?
yeah, I said less.
Jeremy is the only one that said less.
Because I'm right. It's not too late to join the Jer train. Come on in. The water's
So,
nice.
If everyone has,
Neil's in here.
so and like, this is just a small amount of pedantry, but so less is intensity, fewer is quantity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, but I know. I just want people to know that are listening.
I'm gonna shove this up your cartouche if you keep correcting my lingo.
So anyway, he has appeared in more films
Shut
than Sean
up.
Connery.
You guys suck.
We suck. You clearly suck.
He hasn't been in that much though.
He's been in more than Sean Connery, so
Is that dunce hat worthy?
yep.
That was wrong.
Is it? Probably.
Well, between that and saying less instead of fewer.
97% of the world doesn't say it correctly. That's why I figured I'd bring it up. Just so let's like people that
This is decimate all over again, okay? You're really decimating me right now, Chris.
just reduce you by 10%.
Exactly.
SMR needs a wheel spin. He says now.
Oh, hold on. Snap camera's doing something.
Is
Made Kara bald.
who do? It makes me look like
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Charles Xavier's sister.
Oh, from Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, I think
She's a bad
she's
person.
crazy.
All right, we ready to spin?
D-Matt, that is why it's the dunce cap.
Yeah, it's the dunce cap because I was wrong. Look at his teeth.
Oh, no.
Just chalk up
How
another
about-
random
how about-
number.
Hold on. How about a Gene Hackman movie? Since
The conversation's very good.
Okay, there we go.
Slap in the conversation. That's fine.
I would be willing to bet that it's on the top 500 list.
I'm sure it is.
Just do Control F, man.
Let
you
me
find that.
See here.
How long do I wear the dunce cap for?
The whole until your
that
cry
doesn't-
face is gone.
Okay, that's reasonable.
And you can't give the cry face to me.
What do you mean I can't give it to you?
You heard me. That's the rules of the game.
It is on there, number 242.
There you go. No.
What? Don't
If
you know how
give
sad
it
I
to
am?
me, if you give it to me, you have to wear it. You have to wear it like 2 minutes beyond the sad face.
I don't know, by the original rules, what you said, if he gave it to you, he would be able to take the hat off, I think.
Wait, are you talking about Tilda Swinton's character?
Kara looks like Doctor Strange's predecessor with the bald filter.
Here, put when the bald filter one's back, whatever. This is, let's see.
That was almost a giveaway.
I didn't even realize that was that actor's name. Slim Chipley.
Hey,
I'm Slim Chipley. It's on the real Chipley. All you other Chipleys are just not
Yeah, I can take
Chipley.
the dunce hat off now.
I was gonna say, put the bald filter back on.
Somebody already did Ahsoka. Sorry, they redeemed Ahsoka.
Fine.
You want to see me? Regal Rebel, what are you printing? I know he's doing a droidica. Regal Rebel.
Yeah, didn't you say you were doing a Dredica?
His YouTube channel is all full of the help. Why is it on me? Why is it on? Can we give it to Neil? That would be funny.
He's not on this. He's not
Wait,
set
who
with
just
us.
followed?
Hey, N squared.
N squared.
How's
did
it
you see
going?
that?
Welcome in.
How did you see
She's
that?
got eyes.
See what?
It says it said it right in the corner.
Oh, I was too busy looking at Neil.
I hope that's a joke, but it's funny if it's not true.
I don't need this. I don't need this. There. That's what Kara cosplays as. I don't need it. How's your hair coming along? Because Chopper's almost done.
What?
How's your hair coming along?
Oh, Hera.
What'd
I
you
thought you said
think?
hair. I was like, what?
It says that nobody can hear or understand each other podcast.
I don't know. I
Probably.
guess. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Regal Rebel says he's doing a full droid division full size droidica.
Is Droid Division like a really... Wait, is that where we got the IG-11 plans? Was Droid Division?
Okay. Regal Rebel thought you
I
said
don't
hair
know.
as well. Have a fat chin. Thank you.
Hair.
Who does number 2 work for?
Bots to Beasts. Bots to Beasts
Pick
is always
number
making
2, my lord.
cool
Oh no, it's
stuff.
number 3, isn't it? Sorry. Shrek.
Bald.
Great.
Screenshot, sad face, screenshot, Ahsoka. Okay, all those have been done.
Yes.
We all caught up on that now?
Yeah, well, there are no more redeems.
We're all caught up.
Yep. We are.
I just can't get over this massive chin. What, Kara did a funny one this morning. You haven't done Snapchat with Chip in a long time. So
It's been a minute.
Chip will like to do Snapchat. He's our 4-year-old. And he likes to do the filters.
Yeah.
And, I did a really good job at the dog one. There's 4 dog faces.
I did a better job at the dog one.
I actually don't think that.
Yo Maurice Correo. I was homeschooled actually. And so my mom was my favorite teacher.
Gus did a wheel spin.
Oh my god, uBlock Origin went away, and now there's just 10,000 ads everywhere. Hold on a second, I
What?
gotta find something.
I want to see all the ads. Why did uBlock go away?
Google's doesn't allow it as an extension anymore.
Dumb. Pie hole, baby.
Well,
Pie hole.
we have 2 different avenues by which we could achieve that, and neither one has been set up.
The one is harder than I thought.
Okay, I do. I literally have a bag full of all the components to do one in downstairs.
Is that a Pi Zero?
Chris, I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you.
I have literally everything. It's I don't know, an hour and we have it up and running.
Chris, I'm
Probably
gonna
less than
send
that.
you the dog picture things that Jeremy and I did, so you can show people and they can tell us which one.
I went in bed. People need to see me
No,
in
people.
bed.
I have my bonnet on. Holy cow! It's
Oh my
totally
gosh.
fine.
Okay, well, there's a lot of chat. Eagle says I look like Buzz Lightyear. Droid Division. Somebody said something. Bots to
Oh,
Beast.
why
Nobody
can't I
will
send
get that
this?
joke unless you were alive in the 80s. Well, I was born in the 80s.
I was born in the 80s.
It was removed because of the extension was found to be compromised and have Trojan code. Well,
Dang, Trojans always sneaking in
All
everywhere.
right.
yeah. And then hello, my friend, says Philinux. Philinux, hello. This is
We'll
for
send
Cam.
you chips too. There you go,
This is
Chris,
for
if you
Cam.
want to put those on screen. Also,
Chip made the same face in every single one.
kind of. No, so we had waffles for breakfast, and I'm very curious. Jeremy thinks it's syrup, and then whipped cream.
Oh, come on. This is the peanut butter and jelly
is it
all
whipped cream
over again.
and then syrup?
That is a legit giveaway.
Which goes first?
Let's say a $15 Amazon gift card. Okay, let's do the giveaway, and then we will move on. Enter right now. We're gonna do the giveaway drawing in. I don't know. If you're not entered, you should be.
When that goes away.
When that goes away, we're gonna draw it.
Yep.
We're just gonna.
So hold on. So you guys are debating about whether or not whipped cream or syrup goes first on a waffles?
Yeah.
So the right answer is neither, because they're both awful on a waffle.
Hold on. You don't do syrup on a waffle?
I don't do syrup on literally
I really
anything.
endorse this event or
So A, it's just literally
don't
straight liquid sugar. B, it
think
gets
you can
everything
chime
sticky.
in on this.
I certainly can, because butter on a waffle is the best possible covering.
No, it's waffle butter syrup. We get real maple syrup. Maple syrup is maple syrup. It comes from the trees. It's reduced maple.
But still pure sugar.
I know, but it's natural
But
sugar.
it makes everything on Earth sticky. The fact that you don't have half of your house stuck to you right now, that you've used it, is a small miracle.
All right, hold on. PB&J sandwich. What PB? Okay, PB&J waffle sandwich for the win.
I mean, that sounds good.
That sounds pretty good. Any psychopaths here do milk before cereal? No, absolutely not. So Slim Chimply, and all you people that don't know the old reference, it absolutely drives my coworkers bonkers. I'm not going to work with them anymore. I don't work with them. I don't have to worry about their opinions on the matters of PB&J.
You work with them once a weekend.
You just throw them under the bus. What's their name? Joe? Mike? Davis?
Nope.
Regina?
Nope.
Alphonse?
Nope.
Gary?
Busted. No, I'm just kidding. No Garys.
Linguini?
No. So here's what I do. I take a piece of bread. I put down peanut butter. Then I put down jelly. Then I put the bread on top, and it's done. Right? That's how I do it. Okay? They think I'm nuts. Not only do they think I'm nuts, they insist on correcting me every single time I do it. They say, oh, peanut butter on one piece and jelly on the other. No! The jelly can slide off and get sticky, and it doesn't matter. So Kara was watching me make my waffle this morning. And I put the waffle down, then syrup, then whipped cream. And she said, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to put the syrup on top of the whipped cream. Why? It's just going to punch holes through it.
Whipped cream is always the last layer, because it's the lightest, fluffiest.
Yes.
It's still terrible on a waffle, but if you're going to do it, you put it on last.
You don't just shoot your syrup through the cream. You put the cream on top.
No. It's whipped cream and then syrup on top.
No.
It's like taking a bubble bath and then letting it get all bubble and then like putting water on top of the bubbles. It's gonna punch holes through your protective layer. You don't put the syrup on top of the whipped cream.
Yeah, you do.
I will die on this hill. Thank you, Brad. Finally, I'm not the nutbag on something in my life.
You will always be the nutbag.
Whipped cream last, says Alley Cat. You're outnumbered.
No.
Kara for sure thought this was
Cam
gonna
agreed with me.
No. This is for sure. It's just...
Cam agreed with me.
Jeremy, you're right on the waffle. Look, you thought this was going to go your way. For once, it's going my way.
I don't know why you would put syrup on first.
Because it's designed to go. It's got to go into the nooks and crannies.
No.
Yes, thank you.
No.
You can't have it. Your nooks and crannies are going to be filled with whipped cream then.
Yeah.
And it's going to cut down.
I don't know why you're putting whipped cream onto a waffle anyway, but if it were to go on, it has to go on last.
How about a waffle batter infused with small bits of bacon? Now that sounds good, Bots to Beast.
Here's your definitive
answer.
answer.
According to ChatGPT.
Guess it goes on top so it stays fluffy and doesn't melt into a puddle. Because
what kind of whipped cream immediately melts into a puddle?
All whipped cream, by definition.
Did you see my whipped cream instantly melt into a puddle? We don't heat up our syrup either.
Well, syrup second. Here's what it says. It says it so it soaks in. That was even my reasoning this morning.
I don't like when my syrup absolutely soaks into things because then it's just like...
woman who loves McGriddles. That's by definition.
Literally, it's shot, like the pellets are in there.
Here's the thing. That is meant to be that way.
So what you're saying is syrup is meant to be in the vessel of bread or carbs?
Okay.
I'm busting your chops. Mm-hmm. I'll back off. I'm just saying.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch you. That is Fire Nation got written all over it. You thought this was going to go your way. I am not a complete food nutbag. Chris is doing it. We're gonna rate the states tonight.
Not we, just me. You guys don't get to vote on this one.
Oh, Slim Chimply loves a vessel of bread.
This name is like top 5 username to me.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
All right, so I've been to probably half of the states only.
Ooh, hold on. Botsabi said chocolate chip waffle with vanilla bean ice cream scoop on top of chocolate syrup. That sounds good. But see, that's like a waffle cone, basically.
Yeah, it's like you're basically you've turned a waffle dish into an ice cream dish. At
That's
that point.
fine. Banana waffle with Nutella. That sounds delicious too. We don't have Nutella though in our house.
Yeah,
Because I've heard European. We have Nutella at home. Why are you buying Nutella?
I bought it a long time ago.
So why do we still have it?
Because I try to eat it in moderation.
That's good.
If
Or
you-
just his user.
If you knew that we had Nutella, it'd be gone.
Well, here's the thing.
Jeremy doesn't.
I know
Jeremy
now.
doesn't do moderation.
You think we're gonna have any Nutella by next podcast?
Nope.
Now I know. All right, you got to walk us through your thought. You just can't put your D in Indiana and then think that you can get away.
I didn't put my D in Indiana. I put Indiana in D.
Well, you can't put Indiana in your D without explaining
So
why.
I've been to Indiana.
People are here for the rage.
Are they here for the rage?
They are.
So here's what people need to know about Indiana. It's basically Iowa. And it's
No. Indiana is Illinois, but worse.
Illinois is awful
Yeah, and I'm saying
because it's basically, if you know what Illinois is, Iowa with Chicago in it, which is the worst city in the country.
Yeah, hold on. Everybody sees Indiana, they think Illinois, but then like it's not
No,
even.
I see Indiana and I think Indianapolis.
I mean, doesn't
but
Parks and Rec take place in Indiana?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Good show.
I think Parks and Rec takes place in a made up. Indiana has Murph. Is that the Midwest?
I know, and so that was the reason I've
foot
been to Indiana. That's why I'm having the credentials to rate this.
That's why it's not F, huh?
What? No.
No, Murph brought it from an F to a D, is what I'm assuming.
I mean, I guess. Primarily, the issue that I have with it is it's for a state that's in the middle of nowhere. For some reason, it has outrageous amounts of humidity, and everything smelled like horse crap. So,
No way Indiana is crazy compared to Iowa. Why isn't it just SABCD Iowa? Why is there even F on there? Shouldn't it just be Iowa?
well, we'll get there.
right.
So, Hawaii, I've never been to.
Okay, then you got to put
Hawaii
a
is fantastic.
Hawaii is a wonderful state.
Is it?
Pineapple.
I will never be able to afford to get there. So, how can I enjoy it?
You know why? It's the perfect temperature all day with like no humidity. It's like really, really beautiful.
That does not belong in F.
You got to have an unknown then or no go. You can't
my
have it.
gosh.
You can't just rate it F. It feels wrong.
Oh my gosh, Bots to Beast got flagged
How about a wood visit?
about a lamb chop loin. It's a
pretty
sexual
funny.
term, don't you know?
Builder's Mark added block term loins. Did he unblock it?
No,
or did
he added it, so it's no longer blocked. I'm guessing.
We're gonna have A B C D E F. No, A B C D E Iowa.
We could rate the states Chris has been to.
Loin rearranged spells lion. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Bots to beast. Oh, who won the gift card?
We did not draw yet.
No. Somebody battled somebody.
Oh, people battled. We should draw.
Don't we do that right now?
Sure. While you're doing your thing.
Well, I was adding in the.
Bots to be says me. You already know I win.
If Slim Chimply wins, we'll do another giveaway.
You're so funny.
No, I'm just trying to raise the stakes.
This
Slim
Slim
Chimply
Chimply-
not even in there.
Nope.
Why-
So you're kind of
I was scrolling up and the thing was going down for some
I
reason.
hate when they do that. I hate when they get inversed. This is a pandemonium. What if Stream Protocol Droid wins? Does a podcast
Rooster
get the money?
said this- looking
Whoever they're
pretty good
fighting
there.
against would get it. So if Stream Protocol Droid and Rise the podcast in the final two, then nobody gets anything, I guess.
Oh, McCallisto is looking pretty good compared to everybody out
I
there.
think Rooster Sith has got it.
Think so?
Oh, Regal Rebel actually might do it right. Sorry.
No, Regal Rebel's dead.
No, he's not. He's gonna get that potion. Almighty Malachi's gonna double back. No.
Nah,
Almighty stole
reprinted Pete got that one. Ooh!
it. If
Oh!
Almighty Malachi doubles back, And he's too concerned about fighting. He was like, "Oh, I've got swords. I don't need no potion."
Oh, who's gonna get the potion?
They're
two
literally.
potions.
Oh my
Rooster.
goodness!
Okay, Rooster has got one.
Voltor's looking good.
Rooster
Thunderbolt.
Seth!
Give him the Thunderbolt.
Oh my gosh.
What is the tiers here? Thank you for adding in Never Been.
The tiers are S, A, B, C, D, F, Never Been, and the literal worst.
Okay.
I do enjoy Texas, bots to beasts.
So I've never been to Hawaii. California, S tier state. I love California. If it wasn't egregiously expensive, I'd be there right now. So every time I've been, I've had an absolute blast. So all there's to say, I haven't been to Alaska. If I had to guess just based on what I know about it, I would probably rate it as a D. There's nothing there. There's nothing around there. There's nothing to do there.
I knew Brad was going to say something. He says, no way.
No way. What?
California.
Well, because Brad's a hater, right? That's all he does is hate and live in South Dakota.
He says California is C at best.
Yeah, C for California for cool. I'm in the California, which is an S tier state. Alabama, I have not been to. Alabama strikes me as an F tier state. What's in Alabama? Name one thing.
College?
Which college?
Alabama State.
No, Alabama State is there. I think you're thinking of the University of Alabama, though. Probably. That's
Alabama State University?
What's their football team?
The Crimson Tide. Well, not Alabama State, but the University of Alabama is the Crimson Tide.
That's kind of a stupid name, in my opinion. Should have been the Crimson Chin. OSU? I bet you that's what I was thinking.
Says Alabama has a football team for OSU
Well, that's
to beat
Oklahoma
on.
State.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next state? Washington?
No, this is Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
I have driven through Arizona. I give it a B. So it's hot there, but it looks really cool.
It's where Breaking Bad took place.
Oh, that was New Mexico.
There's a pizza on the roof in New Mexico.
That was New Mexico. Is that what this one? What the heck is? What state is this?
that-
Wyoming.
I don't know. Is that Colorado?
Oh, it could be Colorado.
What are the states listed on there? No, Wyoming's at the bottom. Oh, it's in alphabetical order, so that's Colorado.
Is it alphabetical? Hawaii and
Oh,
Indiana?
no, never mind. It seemed like it was because Wyoming's at the very end.
Let's,
Well,
look,
Kara
let's look
thinks-
for the squares here.
I was just about to give you so much crap. I was about to say, Garrett
Wyoming.
thinks G comes before I.
Is this Colorado?
I think it is.
All right. Well, so the fact that we almost got killed by a hotel in Colorado.
You're
I
not
give it
wrong.
an F alone for that.
I will say the Rockies are gorgeous.
Bots to beast.
But-
Arid zona.
East Colorado sucks.
So East Colorado is ostensibly
Iowa.
An extension of Iowa, 100%.
And here's the thing. Hold on. Let me just get Nebraska out of the way here.
Philinux, I got it.
Nebraska is F tier because Nebraska is literally just more Iowa.
But wait, isn't that where the Huskers
Omaha
come
is
from?
fantastic.
Is it?
I love Omaha.
I've only driven through it and it was pretty awful. Let's see here. Delaware. I have not been to Delaware.
Do people like Delaware, though?
If I had to get, I would probably rate it as a C. Anything that I haven't been to that I never think about is probably just a C tier state. Connecticut, C for Connecticut. Florida, C tier state. It's fine. There's cool stuff there. It's way too humid.
Very humid. No way, Philonex.
I know Jeremy has opinions about Georgia. I haven't been there. Georgia strikes me as an F tier state.
I'm trying to see. No, I mean, Georgia's got to be at least a B.
At least a B? Give me the top 3 reasons to go to Georgia.
Savannah, Atlanta.
So you're just listing cities. I can list cities anywhere.
Well, no, but I mean, like, so
So what about Savannah was good that makes you want to go there?
because it's on the water, and it was pretty, and people are really nice.
And so is Duluth. I mean, I have that right here.
No. Duluth is mean. We're all meanies up here. They're closing bike lanes or opening up bike lanes and ruining
They're closing
everything.
bike lanes?
There's no bike lanes in Georgia. People just run people over.
It's because they all have diabetes or drinking sweet tea.
Yeah, Duluth is garbage heap. No, Georgia has a lot of things going for it. There's like film grants.
You sound like a guy that had to give a report on Georgia, but then never did the research.
No, there's film grants. Like they're trying to suck up business from California and have people film there.
Yeah.
I like Georgia. I don't know. People are really nice in Georgia. But you've never been, so never been is fine.
All right, I got crabs in Maryland. That's a very funny thing, but I haven't been to Maryland, and I haven't.
That's where Mike Fish lived for a while.
That's where he's from, isn't it?
No, he's from here.
No. But so, like, my estimate, I don't know, Maryland is probably C-tier state. I never think about it. Baltimore scares me. Idaho, I have not been to Idaho, but I can already say that it's an F-tier state. I can make judgment without having ever been. It's terrible.
They source a lot of our French fries.
So I love French fries, but I can get them from Ireland if I need them. Illinois, F-tier state.
Because of Chicago.
Because of everything about Illinois. It's not a redeeming factor of Illinois.
Illinois annoys Chris.
Yeah. Illinois sucks. Chicago sucks. Illinois sucks. Arkansas, I have been to Arkansas, but only just briefly. I'll give it a C.
Arkansas, see? I'm saying that
Ozarks are awesome.
There's Ozarks in places other than Arkansas.
Yeah, that's by the nature of the way
hold on. You were giving me crap about Georgia. Because I said it's got beautiful water, and then you list Ozarks? You're just naming landmarks. It's the same thing as a city. The Ozarks. Okay. No. Arkansas, no.
All right, I'll put it in F tier. I don't care.
Sick. You make me feel so much better.
Jeremy, when were you in Arkansas?
No, I'm just saying Arkansas is not.
So you have no reason to hate on it.
I do.
Why?
It starts with an A. I don't know. I just don't like Arkansas.
Chris, put it where you would like. My husband's just being a hater.
Anybody name what's an Ozark? Anybody name anything that came out of Arkansas?
Diamonds?
I mean, peanut butter came out of Texas. Chicory coffee
I'm
came
pretty
out
sure
of...
peanut butter's from Georgia.
Shut up. Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure it is.
You're
George
only cementing my
Carver,
argument about why Georgia's incredible. No, and then New Orleans has, like Louisiana puts New Orleans. I'm saying cities because I like cities, but, where did peanut butter come from? What did Arkansas do? What did Arkansas bring to this country?
Apparently, the Incans and Aztecs invented peanut butter.
Why that doesn't count because they didn't put it in a jar and call it Jif.
Let me just go with this. Where?
So Michelisa, he is putting states that he's never been to in its own never been. Not that he's saying it's worse than F, it's just he's never been there. So.
Apparently, George Washington Carver was from Missouri.
Missouri?
I don't know why do I think of peanuts when I think of Georgia? Why do I think of peanuts when I think of Georgia?
Are you asking ChatGPT?
Peanuts are Georgia's official state crop. That's why I knew there was something to do with peanuts in Georgia. Did Jimmy Carter own a peanut farm? Is that why I was thinking
Probably.
Did Jimmy Carter?
Yes, exactly.
Own a peanut?
Yeah, Louisiana better rank up on your list, Chris. So you're going to have a lot.
Beignets, baby.
I've never been to Louisiana.
Your dad hung out and hitchhiked to Louisiana. And you've never been?
Why would I have had to have been there?
I don't know. Louisiana's a great place. You need to go.
Is it humid in Louisiana?
You can get po' boys. You can get.
Is it humid in Louisiana?
You like Drew Brees, right? No, I don't think it's that bad. It's not as bad as Florida.
It's true. It's toasty depending on the time of year.
All right, you're on your most hated state.
I mean, it's just clearly the worst. So, like, I would put Russia above Iowa.
All right.
I travel plenty. I just have been hitting the states that I haven't been to.
All right, let's talk about Kansas.
Kansas there's literally nothing to do there. The Kansas Turnpike lets you drive fast to get to places you actually want to go. I have relatives that live there that I've never seen in Kansas, but I see them other places.
You know what we should do? We should have you rate some other time. Rate states based on the restaurants they have. Like the most popular restaurant in each state.
Interesting. Okay.
Just Kansas. I don't know. Indiana doesn't look like it should be next to Kansas.
They're basically about the same. Indiana is humid Kansas, is what I would say.
Fair.
All right.
Bots to beast, that is very funny.
Let's see.
I mean, it's the same Kansas City, just divided between two states.
It is not.
Yeah. Kansas City is on the border.
No, it is not.
Yeah.
They're two different cities.
They're two different-
Are they?
They border each other. There's a Kansas City, Missouri, and a Kansas City, Kansas. They border each other. Missouri's where the Chiefs are.
No, hold on. They're not that close, though.
They literally touch each other.
Yeah.
do not touch.
They
do.
touch each other.
Show
I've
me a
driven
map.
through there 1.5 billion times. You want to see? Okay.
That's stupid. Why can't just the one state own the city then? How do they
That's
do
two
that?
different
Because
cities.
it divides between two states.
But why are they touching it? This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. So did they start separately and then just butt each other? Or did one start and then they're like, oh, we're going to just join them?
Well, isn't it, what's...
Give me the history of Kansas City.
So here's Kansas City, Kansas, and here's Kansas City, Missouri.
That
There's
looks
the-
like one metropolitan to me. There's no touching if you are one. That's kind of frustrating. Give me the history. Why is Kansas City split? Why can't one country or city, or why can't one state own them?
Apparently, Kansas City, Kansas formed and several smaller towns merged.
That's AI.
Oh, we have. Okay, let's go to.
I just wanted, because I know you hate AI
right,
yeah.
with everything in your soul.
So Missouri came first. There you go. Let it be St. Louis. No.
What?
Who owns East Kansas?
East Kansas.
What?
Who owns East Kansas City? Is it Missouri West? What's the state? The
Missouri's
other
on the
one.
east. Missouri's on the
Nobody
east.
even knows.
I don't understand your question.
Oh, sorry, because it's Kansas.
Kansas has Kansas City,
is
Kansas,
towards the west. Missouri's
and that's
towards
to the
east.
west. This is west. and
So
this is east.
who started? What did the thing say?
It said Kansas City, Missouri, the eastern.
Okay,
one.
so I let it be. Missouri is now going to absorb all of Kansas City. There you go.
If
Kansas
that-
lost Kansas City.
That's fair.
I'm just making it so.
Tighterton.
It's like asking where's Paris, Texas,
Well, at least
because
Duluth-
Kansas is so lame they didn't want to share the city with them. We're gonna make our own Kansas City with blackjack and hookers.
What? Where did I get my car? Grand Forks?
Grand Forks.
Isn't that divided between Minnesota and?
No, it's
and-
not.
No,
It's
that's-
all North Dakota.
Okay. I thought we were in Grand Forks, or is there like an East Grand Forks and a West Grand Forks? Is that what it is?
No, there's just Grand Forks. Are you thinking Grand Rapids?
No, I thought that was the city we went to get my car.
No, Grand Forks. It's where Minot Air Base is or whatever. Not Minot. There's an air base.
My that's way in North Dakota.
I know it is. I was thinking Grand Forks. Well, there's an air base in Grand Forks. Probably starts with an M.
So East Grand Forks is in Minnesota. Regular Grand Forks is in.
Okay, so I said
North
East
Dakota.
and West Grand Forks, right?
Well, one's just Grand Forks, one's East Grand
Oh,
Forks.
okay.
Are they touching?
And then there's Grand
Yes,
Forks
they
Township.
are.
Yes,
They're just
all of
divided
them
by like
are
a little
touching.
river.
All of
Why
them
are we
touching.
splitting
We literally
cities?
drove there to get my car.
But why are we split? So East Grand Forks uses salt and West Grand Forks doesn't?
Probably.
Because Minnesota uses salt. North Dakota does not use salt in their roads.
Yeah, that would make sense. Here's one that's even dumber. So there's Fargo, right?
Shut up.
There's also
Shut
West
up.
Fargo, which is even further into
No.
North Dakota.
No.
So there's Duluth and Gary, New Duluth.
No, it's all Gary. There's no new Duluth. It's all Gary. Let Gary have the. People who say New Duluth are sad they live in Gary.
Jeremy's gonna
I'm
have
not-
an aneurysm.
So they're like, oh, where do you live? New Duluth, because they don't want to say Gary. You live in Gary.
I mean, we
I
could
will
live
die
the
on
East
that.
Coast, New
Are we at
England,
least
like.
are we in agreement on that?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's like Gary was angry at Duluth. He's like, I'm going to make a new Duluth called Gary New Duluth.
I mean, West Duluth is just
West Duluth
describing.
isn't quite too Gary. Gary's like out by Fond du Lac.
I'm passionate about a
This is
lot,
what Jeremy's
but-
passionate about.
West St. Paul.
Yeah.
It just makes me mad because I've lived my whole life and I didn't realize that there was two. I always thought Kansas City was Kansas.
No, that's the reason
The
Tiffany's
Kansas City that everybody wants to go to is in Missouri.
That's the reason Tiffany loves the Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs, Missouri.
That's unfortunate that she's a terrible person for liking the Chiefs.
I mean,
Oh, Alley Cat, you did not just go there. Gary and Duluth are not different. It's all Gary. It's all Gary. I cannot believe it. Now you're just. What? Boston.
Midwestern anger is the best anger.
There are several neighborhoods between West Duluth and Gary, like Morgan Park, and that awful one.
But yeah, see, we're not saying West Duluth.
We're talking West Duluth is like Lincoln
New
Park.
Duluth does not exist, is what I'm saying. People might think it exists. It's just Gary.
My mom grew up there. She'd never let anyone say they're the same.
Oh my gosh.
We need to rate more states.
Yes,
All
we
right,
do.
Maine. I've been there for like 8 seconds because I went on the road wrong once.
It's beautiful.
Maine's pretty dope.
Most I can give it a C because I don't think about it even though I've been there. Massachusetts is a D.
I just love the history that we have over on the East Coast there.
Ooh, hold on. Can you bump it up to C for one reason and one reason alone? Look at that weird looking gun-shaped state, okay?
It does kind of look
Right
like
to the
Ace
right.
of Spades.
To the right, you've got Cape Cod and like that
Nantucket and all
Nantucket
that.
with the island and the way. It's a cool place. I touched a jellyfish there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, did the courts tell you can come back too?
It's a good
So
state.
here's what I don't like about Massachusetts. They don't have road signs.
What do you mean they don't have road signs?
I went to Boston.
Okay.
I tried navigating through
Boston
Boston,
sucks.
and there are no signs. It's just-
Boston stinks. Boston
I-
also has tollways that aren't announced, and I got mailed a ticket because I didn't notice the stupid tollway.
97% of Massachusetts is Boston. A D is the most.
Hi,
I can
lead
give it.
gamers.
Welcome in.
I can see that you followed because Neil isn't on the screen.
Right now, Chris, our
This is how
Austrian
they have
voices.
new residents. No joke. That's
Nope.
how the British got there.
Bear Jews went to the tip.
Just the tip, though.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Michigan. I will say I've divided on Michigan. Lower regular, this part of Michigan here, the mitten, that part is D tier.
Wait,
The UP is S tier.
So maybe put it in A?
So I think the most I think I can give it is B from how
Okay.
crappy the lower part of Michigan is.
Okay.
So like Detroit's making a comeback. It's not there yet. The part of Michigan that I lived in when I was there is pretty sketch. And there's a whole lot of nothing going on down there. The UP has really cool, fun outdoor stuff to do. We have a cabin up there. I have a lot of fond memories of the UP.
SMR, you are not wrong. The Yoopers that I've met are very like,
The Upers are redneck as F.
oh, not all of them.
Alley
Some of
Cat
them are
agrees
like,
with you. The UP is amazing. I like their state
intense.
patrol. That's all I'm saying.
With the big cherry on
Yeah,
the top.
that's the best part.
Oh, we did go to that Cops and Donuts
Cops
in
and Donuts.
Gaylord. That
We
was pretty
did.
good.
Yep.
They also have a town called Gaylord that is spelled Gaylord, which is funny.
Don't forget it.
Should we save Minnesota to last?
No,
Yeah.
just do. No. It's an alpha. Just do it now.
I mean, I love Minnesota. I think it's the best state in the entire country.
so
I
they got to
genuinely
put it
do.
above California.
Whoops. Minnesota is an incredible state. It makes North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Wisconsin like paled in comparison.
Do you want to hear my rant about Minnesota and why it drives me nuts?
Hold on, they don't have the Northwest angle on here. What kind of horrible cut rate Minnesota is this? They
Yeah.
gave away the Northwest angle. That's like the most important
Isn't that
part.
where like Budette and stuff
That's
is?
like somebody went in for the circumcision and went too hard on the tip is gone.
I give Minnesota an A or a B, and that's being generous. Here's the problem with Minnesota, and Duluth specifically, right? You throw a map in any of those other states, right? You throw a map in Nebraska, you throw a pin, sorry. You throw a pin in Nebraska, you throw a pin in Chicago, you throw a pin in Gaylord or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You throw a pin in Georgia, and you draw a circle, right? Okay, fine. This isn't necessarily Minnesota's fault, but here's the issue. You look on the map, right? To the north, you have Canada. Who cares? To the left, you have the Dakotas.
Who cares?
To the south, you have Iowa. Who cares? To the east, you have Wisconsin. Who cares? It is the most boring place to road trip. You start
That's fair. Yeah, you have to drive for several hours to get to anywhere interesting.
It sucks. Okay, you can't.
That's a
just
very compelling
road
argument.
trip. It is one thing that's always driven me nuts.
It's beautiful
You
here, though.
throw a pin anywhere in Europe, and you've got 8 hours of pure beauty in every
Also,
direction.
I mean, they've got a lot more history than we do.
They also have a lot more population per square mile than
But
we do.
you throw a pin in Denver, and you have beautiful, like you have like a pie chart of beauty, like
Okay,
direction.
Now, if you throw-
arguably, northern Minnesota is
Arizona,
as beautiful for people.
I would say Texas suffers from the same problem. Like you throw a pit, like Duluth and Dallas, I would say it's both like ends of I-35.
Yeah,
right?
literally.
Like,
Literally, the ends of I-35 have the radius problem.
it has the radius problem because you're gonna hit the Gulf, you're gonna hit the lake. You know, it sucks.
So here's the thing: like, if you're not trying to get somewhere else, if you like, there's plenty of things to enjoy here.
I love Lake Superior.
It's the getting to other places that does suck.
So this is
And like Jeremy's saying, it's like you have to drive all the way to like the middle of Montana to find something cool out there. That going west. So.
I'm gonna poop all over this, and this is probably gonna offend every single person, but I don't even care because I'm so sick of the vanity. We talked about this when it comes to dating profiles when you're online dating and stuff like this too. So recently, as a team building thing at my work, they started doing a thing where you have to do 3 slides about your life. There is not one freaking person who has said that hasn't said they like hiking. F off hiking. No one likes hiking as much as they say that they do.
It's literally the most generic answer you give. It's like, I like walking in nature.
It's like nobody wants to take a risk and admit the things that they really
Okay, so
I like
I will
watching
speak
television.
to this. As a hygienist, I always, if I see a new patient, I always ask what they're interested in. 9 times out of 10, it's always like, oh, I love being outside. I love skiing. I love hiking. I like biking. But I will then talk to them. I'll be like, so, I always get a vibe. I'm like, are you into video games? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually like video games.
So here's the thing. If as many people actually went hiking as say they went hiking, there would be no traffic. Everybody would be in the woods.
I agree.
People are like, oh, yeah, I love hiking. I hike 10,000 miles a week.
Brad, I know you like hiking.
My
but it's
child loves
not-
bouldering because of you.
It's not part of your identity.
Brad, you have not been on the right trails in Minnesota if you think Minnesota's a bad place to hike.
You haven't made it who you are. I hate its crutch as a safe conversation. It's weather and hiking. Like if you're out and about and you're like, oh yeah, what do you like to do for fun? Oh, I might hike. It's like no one's gonna judge you negatively for saying hiking. But everything else can, right? You say Star Wars, you might run into a Trekkie and then they're gonna
or you might run into somebody who doesn't like smart people.
What's the anti-hike? What's the
watching Netflix.
No, but if you were out and about and somebody was like, hey, what do you like to do for fun? What could you, and you said hiking.
Well, so
What's
there's
the Star Trek?
There's the pretentiousness
Star
factor of
Wars.
it. You could be like, it's like, oh, you like to hike, I see.
That's what I want to know. I want to know what the opposite of hiking is. When I see somebody do their 3 slides where they talk about the things that they're into, I just want to see somebody
Wants to be standing still in your yard. So if you run into a standstill in your yard, or that's what the...
Oh, geocaching is a better answer than hiking. Yeah.
Because there's at least an objective.
Yeah, there's at least an objective. And it's interesting. It's interesting. Hiking, it's just, we know you like to hike. We all see the hiking, Denise. We know that you like to hike.
Denise on blast.
The opposite of hiking is watching Twitch. I love you better. This is the anti-Twitch is the anti-hike.
You can take us on a hike. Twitch on your phone goes anywhere.
But you know how refreshing it would be if somebody got up there and they're like, so part of my 3 slides is you got to say where you're from. Understandable. It's interesting, right? Because people are from all over.
Denise is the new Karen.
I'm from where... But people are from all over. So it's someone, and they always tell you a cool fact about their hometown or why they like their hometown.
What's the coolest fact about about Cloquet? You're not from Cloquet, though, technically.
Just Cool is from here.
So what's it like being from Racist Rapids?
They want to rename it. Don't even get me started. Okay?
How old are you? You were 4 when you moved up here?
2.
2? So what's your one fact about Coon Rapids?
I don't even know.
Do you consider Cloquet to be your hometown?
No, if I was if they were going to announce me, and they're when you play NHL back in the day, and they're the hockey players got their hometown listed.
Yeah.
I would absolutely put Coon Rapids. I would never say Cloquet. But I'm proud. I'm proud for Chip. He'd be Duluth. He was born in Duluth. So
I was born in Duluth. I lived in Duluth until I was 3, and then I moved to Cloquet.
That's cool. Duluth has some cool things going for it.
More than Cloquet.
See, if somebody asked me where I was from, I would probably say Duluth because it's easier to describe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all people that live in smaller towns. They just say the nearest big town.
And you've got the lift bridge. You've got the port. The port. Oh my goodness.
OMG.
You just totally triggered a story for me.
Shocking.
So.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Aisha Khan, XO.
Hello, welcome in.
Is that for extra original?
So Does
XO,
everybody
hugs
know?
and kisses?
Does everybody
Kisses and
know
hugs?
I'm going to say extra original.
how some people are habitual fibbers? They just fib. They're
Oh, yeah.
They're Fibonacci. I call
Oh,
them.
yeah.
They're
That's me. 1, 3, 7, 11, 13.
Fibonacci. I heard through I was vetting someone. I can't say any reason why. I was doing a background check, and somebody said this person is such a habitual liar that they said they hunt pirates on Lake Superior. In all seriousness, I'm like, where are they going to go? Are they going to run to Lake Michigan? We can't catch them. We have a real pirate problem in Lake Superior.
They're hiding in those Apostle Islands,
They
don't
come
you
in
know?
and then yeah, exactly. Sea caves. They're in the sea caves. Now we know where they are.
Slim Chimply, I do love Lake Superior. It's like
When you come down
best.
the you can see the view.
No, so-
The view from the highway is pretty incredible.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
like being honest about who I am because, like,
Yeah.
Stu locks will slow him down. Yeah, well, I mean, you can get to other parts of Michigan. You don't need to go into Lake Huron.
I just want to know, like, what kind of pirate would you have to be to think you want to sail the open Superior? You know, like, oh, I'm gonna get me a rum
we're
and
the
whatever.
pirates of the open lake.
I love plundering, but I hate the sea air.
Oh man.
The salt isn't good for my skin.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Leo said there's a guy he works with who he knows is like that. Habitual liar. Their pants.
Oh
on
yeah,
fire.
I worked with a guy who said that he fought Brock Lesnar,
Oh my.
and he was
And he lived to tell the tale.
right, and that he's a very famous author.
But he can't tell you.
can't tell us his pen name. I was like, okay, sir. No.
So back to my giant tangent before we go rate states.
So now we've inceptioned 3 tangents deep, and we're backing up to the second tangent.
So we talked about, in my 3 slides, people have to say where they're from, where they see themselves in 5 years, and then and then the cool facts, where they're from, cool facts.
Here, let me do this. Okay, so hello, my name is Brownie, and I am from Cloquet, Minnesota. My one cool fact about myself is that I once tried to give my nephew a cool fact about himself by having his first food be the world's hottest pepper. My sister decided to be lame and didn't do it. So I guess nobody will have that, but I thought that was pretty interesting. And
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
in 5 years, I see myself killing myself because I hate this job.
We need to talk about that. Damn.
I mean, I'm pretending to be somebody working at the Air Force with you.
Yeah. Anyways, so here's the deal. That's what just chaps my butt. Is because every single person lists off about like 3 things or whatever, and one of them is always, I like hiking, it's one of the things I like to do. It's like, I want.
That's how the biographies at work are.
So generic. Just give me something else. Your favorite food is broccoli. I don't know. Spinach inspires you to be a better person. I have
make
no
a
idea.
very unique macaroni and cheese. I put extra salt and pepper in it. That makes it so good.
I just want to know. Is like.
How would you tolerate working with somebody who talked like that? Like, hey, Jeremy, I'm really excited to go and pack parachutes with you here.
I don't know. It would be weird.
We've only got 25 more years of working
And her
together.
mutant paging AR. HR.
I had a really funny encounter over the weekend at the grocery store. I was reaching for a zucchini. And I wanted to say zucchini, but I accidentally said bikini. And
How are we getting all of these
I felt
follows
very
tonight?
foolish about that.
Hello, Panda Marino.
Thank you for the
People
follow.
Just like states, I guess. I don't know.
Or maybe they like the way that I'm speaking right now. They're like, I have to follow.
All right.
Satisfying.
Go back to the states. I'm done.
Okay.
I can't.
So we're happy with leaving.
Oh no! So that my biggest beef with Minnesota, geographically speaking, it's like it's got nice things, but I just hate how long it takes to drive anywhere.
It's because of where we live.
And that's fair. So for what it's worth, if you're in LA and you just want to get to the other side of LA, it takes about the same amount of time.
Yeah, I suppose.
This is true.
No, the cool thing about California is it's got every weather pattern in the state. It's got desert, mountains, snow.
Oh,
heat,
what part of Canada are you from, Aisha? That's cool. Minnesota's basically Canada. Oh, hey there. We got a lot of the same things going on over here. We like the hockey.
Oh, it's even
and,
better because I said I see myself in 5 years. Working. At least you didn't say hiking.
Yes, yeah,
At least
that
you
is
didn't say hiking.
Toronto.
That's
Okay.
actually south of us.
Wait, Toronto is south of us?
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
100%. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Do you know me? Do you know me?
Toronto's right here.
Like,
Why do I know? Why do I know where Toronto is on the map?
Oh, Peter McKinnon.
100%. 100% you know me.
Yeah.
Okay,
You,
so
did you would you have known, you would not have known that about me, would you have?
What?
Because you didn't know Peter McKinney was from Toronto.
No, I didn't. I
McKinney.
flew into Toronto. I flew into Toronto, but that's about it.
I want to go to
It was a
Montreal.
layover.
If you want any buildings, oh, hold on. What are you replying?
They're talking about Cam working on his house.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
We're what? How many? Are we a couple hours from the border?
Here?
2.5 to get up to, oh gosh, I can never remember the name.
Grand Marais?
Thunder Bay?
Thunder
Well,
Bay.
Down
wanna
on
go on.
Thunder Bay. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
I heard the most boomer conversation.
Phil,
at work
next,
the
if you
other
want
day,
building
too.
tips, I used to build a lot of forts in my living room.
And I watched the neighbor kid build a treehouse. So I was sitting in my front yard considering mowing the lawn, but didn't want to pay for gas, so I was just sort of thinking about it. And then I saw the neighbor kid walk over to his tree with a hammer and 17 nails and 6 planks of wood.
Did you just create a new fictitious Rise of the Podcast?
I do appreciate this. Though, yeah.
like
The boring third or fourth host. You know,
It'll be like talking to myself with James Arnold Taylor.
you sounded like Yoda there to me. All right, let's do some more states.
Okay. So the next one is Mississippi. I haven't been to Mississippi. I don't know that there's anything redeemable about
I
Mississippi.
have heard their educational system is
Okay, hold on.
not great.
No, hold on.
I'll move Louisiana up to here.
Mississippi. It's got to get up. So it's not F. It's got to go to D. I'm going to give you one reason why. It is the baseline for counting seconds, okay? Also,
What?
it's a mnemonic that's fun to spell.
MISSI.
SSI, PPI, MISSI.
It's also for counting. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
You know what's funny? People have different things. I've done Mississippis and bananas, and people look at me like I'm crazy. They're like, "You count your seconds with bananas?"
I'll do 1,000, 1
don't question
1,000,
you about
2
Mississippi,
1,000,
though,
3
right?
No, some people do
1,000.
too. Yeah, no, that's like both of them. They're like, I don't understand. It's like we say Ted Nugent, 1 Ted Nugent, 2 Ted Nugent.
Slim Champlain! They had to create the spelling jingle so the residents could spell it.
I want to say the people in Mississippi, their most Google thing is how to spell Mississippi, and I don't think that's a joke.
And then SMR says the state was just named after the river.
That's true. And it starts in what state?
Minnesota.
Yeah.
The S tier state, Minnesota. Sorry, what were you going to say, Jeremy?
Something about Mississippi and MISSI.
Yeah, so anyway.
Funny.
1 banana, 2 banana. Yeah.
1 Montana, 2 Montana.
All right, so Montana. I haven't been there, actually.
Neither have I.
I think
Great
that
skiing from what I hear, but I don't ski, so
they used to have no speed limit, and I thought that was cool, and now they have a speed limit. I think that's lame.
lame. Almighty Malachi says S tier. I'm assuming you ski. Or snowboard.
Or you're the Unabomber.
No. I would go as far to say people go to
I hear it's
Montana
beautiful.
to snowmobile.
That sounds right to me.
I hear more about skiing than
No,
snowmobiling.
snowmobiling.
We definitely
Google
work
what
with
is
different kinds
Montana
of people.
known for.
We definitely work with different kinds of people. Everybody I talk to is like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to Montana, go snowboarding, you're skiing."
I know, what's the most
Everybody I
iconic-
work with goes there to go snowmobiling.
Okay, you work with the military. They're gonna snowmobile more than ski.
Does that make you feel good for all of you who live in the United States that your military people enjoy using power?
Oh, Almighty
power
Malachi
sports?
lives in Montana.
Shut the front door, Almighty Malachi.
For everybody here, we are not crapping on your states. I'm sure you live in a very
Lots
fantastic.
of beasts. Where
No,
are you going?
I am here to crap on your state.
You just can't say Texas, see ya, peeps.
Brad says Montana is an outdoor
Of the
haven.
list of states I would move to, Texas is on it.
Oh yeah,
I'd
Texas.
move to
is
Texas.
great.
So
talked about
the most iconic thing in Montana is Glacier National Park.
Oh, okay.
Oh, which
I
you
hear it's
can
beautiful.
snowmobile, but you can't fly drones because my buddy tried to fly a drone.
correct.
Snowmobile.
National and state parks here. And it is. Did I tell you
pieces,
about how many
America.
forms I had to fill out to fly a drone at a Minnesota State Park?
No.
What?
It took me 8 weeks to go through
Shut
jump through all the hoops,
up.
and then it was raining and I couldn't even fly.
Jeremy,
I
that was
couldn't even fly.
very kind of Valley girl. Like, shut up.
No, I did not.
Oh my gosh!
OMG, Becky.
All right, so yeah, I don't know. Looks honestly, like,
Valley girls
the
come from California.
list of things. I would agree with Jeremy that I think snowmobiling is why more people go there, but the list of
Really?
things that it shows is it's more ski resorts.
Okay,
So-
okay.
Which
I'm
people
like,
go to the
everybody
snowmobile.
I
Which
talk
I
to
think is
skiing.
kind of even to me. Anyway, I think I would enjoy aspects of Montana, but it's also 6 trillion miles long, and I don't know that I want to drive through it.
Pleasure me this.
Oh,
Ask whatever, Google or ChatGPT, I don't care. What is the best state to snowmobile in? I am just curious.
It's probably Iowa because there's not a lot of trees to run into.
There's nothing to look at. You know, UP is probably a contender.
I would think so.
Okay, let's
Minnesota is the best state for snowmobiling.
No, it isn't.
look at what Reddit says.
Best place.
We
to
all know Reddit tells the truth.
Revelstoke. I don't know what that is. Upper Peninsula, Michigan. You won't be disappointed. They get crap loads of snow. It's insane. I don't know what Revelstoke is. Stop commenting that, please. Anywhere in the North Woods of Wisconsin, UP of Michigan.
Hey Siri, where's Revelstoke?
Valdez, Alaska.
British Columbia, Canada. Revelstoke is in Canada.
Okay. Northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, UP. They're all great.
Then why does everybody who live here go to Montana? There you go. Life pro tip, everybody. That's what the internet is in a nutshell, is
Has
it not?
Montana been mentioned once in this?
There's a collective idea.
Canada's been mentioned several times.
But the people who actually live in said idea have a place that they go to instead. Yes. We don't get enough snow here.
Not the past few years.
Growing up, I feel like we used to get a crap load of snow. Okay, you know the fence next to Athletic Park on 14th Street and whatever? Mm-hmm. So I remember I was like 7 or 8 years old. I had a brand new pair of snow pants. I had never worn them before. I'm walking home from Washington Elementary School.
Yep.
And the snowbank was so high you could literally walk up the snowbank and it was taller than the fence.
I love it.
Right? And I'm walking up there and then I slipped and I caught my snow pants on the fence and ripped the entire thing, like from like my butt all the way down to the leg. So it was like I don't know, like this long rip in this literal brand new pair of snow. So I got home, my parents were freaking mad. So my dad duct taped it up and he's like, "These are your snow pants. That's what you gotta wear."
I was just about to say it.
If Chip did that, I'd just go and buy him new ones.
I know why your mom is the way that she is.
80s and 90s.
That was the singular defining incident.
That's what broke the camel's back.
It was. She's working so hard. She's doing her thing. She's like, Chris really needs these snow pants. And they didn't even make it one walk.
Well, and then they asked, I was like, why were you on top of a 12-foot tall snowbank?
I don't know. Ask the state, Mom.
And I was like, you're not going to have a snowbank that's 12 feet tall, and I'm not going to go on it.
How old were you?
I was like 7.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're not going to tell a 7-year-old to not climb a snowbank.
I was literally like, I remember I was like walking along the top. I was like, wow, I'm so tall. Slip.
I wish I could have the disconnect to just look at something and then you enjoy it no matter the consequence. And I will tell you what Chip does that just puddles. You cannot, they have no afterthought. They will enjoy the splash with no regards to the soaking wet socks. The damp, wet pants that you'd just be miserable sitting in for the 30-minute car ride to your next destination.
The 8 seconds of fun overrides everything. But they do it anyways.
And that's hence Chris see mountain, he go. He see snowbank, he climb. No stopping that. It doesn't matter. 7-year-old Chris, he's going to climb the mountain.
So, yeah, that's literally like of the core memories that I have in my life. This is a core memory.
It seems to me that was when you finally probably had the realization that maybe you just realized that you were going to be in trouble for that. You like new snow pants, ripped, I'm boned. Like it's
pretty much. I could not believe that I ended up because like the top of chain link fence is kind of like that.
Yeah, it's got the thing.
Yeah, so it's like I was like, what are the odds that I'm 12 feet in the air on a pile of water?
See, Alley Cat is summing it up. Cam does it too, her son. And she said doesn't even care he's wet. That's the thing. Is it that they don't care? Because when you're little, so you don't. The cold dissonance of life hasn't set into your soul.
The cold doesn't bother me anyway.
You can be cold because it doesn't bother you?
Look at filter. Really quick.
Oh.
Being wet, it looks identical. That's creepy.
That's actually really crazy.
Right?
You always have the same collar on, even if you pop your collar.
Oh!
Yeah. Watch out, you are all in trouble. Kara's gonna just...
That's wild!
Hold on, with its collar needs to nope, this one needs to kind of come a little bit closer here. Nope, is it this one? I don't know which one it is. Anyway, I'm telling you, bald filter makes me look like her.
Unbelievable.
That is funny.
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. I saw the bald filter go up and Chris, I just had to put.
I heard you rant about syrup earlier. Being sticky drives me nuts.
I hate being sticky.
And being wet is the other thing that
I
drives me
don't
nuts.
mind the taste of syrup, right? Like it's enjoyable, right?
Yep.
The cost benefit analysis of enjoying syrup versus the punishment for using syrup. I'd rather just not eat syrup.
Man, have we actually taken a look at kids and analyzed them? Because they're weird. They're weird.
Yeah.
They like slime. They
Chip
like
adore
being
slime.
wet.
Okay, I will say, Play-Doh actually makes a really good slime. Play-Doh.
Play-Doh brand or Play-Doh?
Play-Doh. Play-Doh,
can
the
be
company.
manipulated into slime?
Yeah, it's like it comes in
No,
what
so
looks
not
like a
got
Play-Doh
it.
container.
Slim Shipley
But
says they
it's-
taste good.
Who's a cryptid? Kids?
Children.
What's a cryptid?
A cryptid is like Mothman or the Yeti or
Yeah.
I love
stuff like
Yeti.
that.
Cost benefit wise, you get the flavor of syrup. I like maple pecan ice cream.
Ooh, maybe pecan.
Capon!
You're
El
spending,
Capone!
you're spending too much time with me.
Oh my God. I'm just going to be quiet over here. So then I lost all my friends because I said capon instead of pecan. And I was so embarrassed that I just never showed up again.
Words are hard.
It's
Slim Chipley.
Maypal, like Al, Maypal, Capon.
So
Capon.
I'm curious to say what you're going to say about Nevada.
So I've been through Vegas several times. I haven't really done any. Oh, that cool gas station.
What cool gas
I was
station?
going to say it's your first A.
That Terribles.
It's the Buc-ee's, but like not name brand Buc-ee's.
Oh,
The 100
okay.
gas pumps, no truckers allowed.
We stopped there.
Yeah, wall
twice.
jerky. Yeah, it's dope. So here's what I was going to say. Nevada is like...
And the drive-through Nevada is really cool, honestly. I love the desert and all the stuff was really sweet.
Oh,
Nevada
yeah,
is
we
like
drove
Swiss
past.
cheese or Pop Rocks. I don't know.
When we drove to Anaheim, didn't we drive past Vegas? Like
drove-
you could
we
see
drove
it out to
literally-
the
no, we
side.
drove
You know what?
through it.
Oh, we did drive
I take
through
it back. No, I agree with Brad. Brad sums it up perfectly. Nevada is like the perfect place to visit, and I don't think it'd be fun to live there. But it's like pepperoni pizza. It's like pizza. It's got hot spots that are just incredible. You've got all these things. You got Vegas, obviously, but then you've
Glenn
got
says
around,
the Hoover
you've got-
Dam is sweet.
You've got Hoover Dam. You
We
got
went to that
Valley.
trail that was really cool too, right?
You got Valley of Fire, Red Rock Canyon. You have all these different like things to go do, and you can
Did you
see
go
them
dune
and be
buggying
busy.
out there?
I did Baja jump trucking.
Okay, so I mean, that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, and there's like move there. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Lake Tahoe. I thought Lake Tahoe was in California.
I think it's near the border, but I think it's on the Nevada side.
Now we must invest.
There's a lake that there's a plane crash at the bottom of it.
Damn.
I should go
Jeremy
dive
said
that
pizza. What?
because I can dive. What? There's a lake with a
That's on the border of California and Nevada, of course. Right there.
Yeah,
Oh, of
there's
course.
Like,
I decree Lake Tahoe now belongs to Nevada.
Roundhouse.
Can I just redraw the United States, please?
You actually can. There is a thing that lets you redraw the
I want
borders
to.
and stuff. So
Isn't that more or less considered like? Is that not gerrymandering, right? Or is it gerrymandering?
No, that's when you politically-
That's political.
That's political districts.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy would
it's
just
called
do that.
Jeremy mandering when he's changing the actual borders. It's gerrymandering when it's
Jeremy, that's your homework for next week. You had to take a map and you had to redraw it how you would want it to be.
What am I losing? It says, let's face it, that would lose, but still.
Okay, so Philinux said that would be epic. So we got to find Philinux's comment. That's a reply. You guys need to do Super Trooper syrup. Oh, okay, yeah. So
Oh,
What's that?
Man.
have you ever seen Super Troopers?
No.
Okay, we're gonna get demonetized real quick. Super Troopers.
Is this
syrup.
friendly to?
Yes,
Yeah,
this,
okay.
this part
This
is.
absolutely is.
Just wanted to make sure.
Do it. Oh, go girlfriend. I'm your mother. Come on, Thorny, you're losing to the rookie. It's embarrassing. Come on, Rabbit. You can do it. Oh, Rabbit, he's killing you. I got Thorny in front by a lot. What's the matter? Your mama didn't teach you how to...
He looks familiar.
Come on, Thorny.
The guy on the left.
Come on, Thorn.
He's famous from Super Trooper. He's as famous from Super Trooper.
God damn it. I am all that is man. Time. Finish it up.
That doesn't look familiar anymore. I would
Okay.
vomit.
Everybody know the horn,
Throat, relax
or
your
the
jaw.
horn.
Don't forget to come to...
Aragorn broke his toe. Fact.
Yeah.
That's been
Everybody knows
beat to
that,
death.
yes.
I'm pretty sure, A, that is real maple syrup. And B, I'm pretty sure they did that take more than once. So look it up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh.
Did they actually
I'm
drink syrup?
positive on that one.
Actually drank real maple
Real
syrup.
syrup was brought in. The actors did several takes in which they actually chugged entire bottles of syrup. I would vomit.
How much sugar is in maple syrup? This is all coming around now. We started the show talking about maple syrup.
14 grams of sugar.
In 1 tablespoon.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now look up how big
Chat-
that
chat,
standard Aunt Jemima.
I love you so much right now. Slim Chimply said, I don't want a large Flarva. I
want a liter of cola.
How many ounces is a standard Aunt Jemima bottle of syrup?
I would say
24 servings at 2 tablespoons for a serving. So there's 48 tablespoons
that
in
was
there.
real maple. Oh no, total sugar was 14 grams there.
Oh, so this is 24 fluid ounces.
Yep, so 48 tablespoons.
Okay, so
48 times 14, that's at least 480 plus 96, so 576.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
500, now see how many calories? 576.
Also,
okay.
well, those are 100 calories.
100 times.
That's 2,400 calories per bottle. Per bottle. That's over your daily limit. Aunt Jemima, how could you?
I would say Office Space
gross.
is probably my most quoted movie, followed by Super Troopers. At work. At work.
That just
Yeah.
seems horrendous.
Does this look like spit to you?
The schnozberries taste like
The
schnozberries.
next person that says shenanigans is getting pistol whipped.
All right, next state.
Next state, New Hampshire.
Live free or die, or is that Vermont? That's Vermont.
New Hampshire, is this the one that's next to Maine?
What's the stupid one that's first in flight?
That's North Carolina, isn't it?
Oh,
I think that one's next to Maine. If you look at Maine's got the really
Yeah,
flat
So,
side.
I think I've been to New, because then Vermont's on the other side.
Yeah.
I've been there. I don't know.
Oh, you can see the indent of the marked Maine left on
that's what it looks like.
New Hampshire.
So the reason I ended up in Maine is I was trying to go to New Hampshire. There's one highway that goes up from Boston, and if you don't pay attention, you just end up in Maine. You have to turn off to get to New Hampshire. So I was going there to watch somebody's hockey game or whatever. But the point being, that's how I accidentally encountered Maine.
I mean, their bridges are really cool, Bear Jew. He says it's S tier. I mean, it is in
I
the
don't know.
fall. It blows Minnesota
Wait, hold
out of
on.
the water.
Is this where Mike got his truck from?
Maybe?
Or is that Delaware?
Probably. No, it could have been New Hampshire. I don't think it'd be Delaware.
Okay.
People don't drive trucks in Delaware. New Hampshire, I can see a truck.
Tractor trailers, you mean? I'm just kidding.
So anyway, I'd like
Suck down your Reese's and turn on your.
I've only
I-beams.
been there in the middle of the night
Nope.
for one day. So
Send it up. No sales tax. Send it up.
I
Oh, no sales tax?
There's no state income tax in Florida.
Well, I know. And Texas.
South Dakota,
Texas,
too,
correct?
I think.
Yeah.
South Dakota doesn't have state income tax, do they?
I'm
Let's
not
ask
sure.
Brad. That's why he
Brad's
probably
where?
lives there.
Well, does he have a state income?
Well, he does, from California.
New Jersey.
Oh, no, wait, that's a cool fact. He said that's actually one of the 3 he hasn't been to. It was New Hampshire.
Yeah.
New Jersey?
The turnpike system is absolute trash.
My debit card got, stolen, not physically, but the card number had a Wawa in New Jersey.
Wawa.
For my credit card number. I think
I-
it was my
so-
government travel card, might I add. Might I add.
Wow. Did you get in
New
trouble for that
Hampshire's the
one?
live free or die state.
New Jersey kind of shocked me. Okay, so I want to talk about New Jersey for a second.
Okay, talk.
New Jersey is very stereotypical. It's typical. It's stereotypical from the stupid TV show, right? Jersey Shore, for anybody who watched it.
Yeah.
So you think of that
Smart.
classic, persona and everything, right?
New Jersey's the armpit.
Is it though? No, but it's
New
way
Jersey-
more.
I think it's considered a grungy, grimy state.
It's way more Maine than you'd think. It's way more beautiful coastal, cool docks with
The
oceans.
Hamptons are in New Jersey, aren't they?
Which one's the Garden State?
That's
New Jersey.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, New Jersey's a garden state.
anyway.
1000%.
It was when I think of Maine, I think of restaurants out on
I-
piers in the water.
See, I think of
New Jersey's like
lobsters
that.
and the
Yeah.
seaside living.
New Jersey's exactly the same way. Cedar Shake siding with the classic lighthouses. New
I feel
Jersey's
like
actually that.
I feel like all the East Coast is like that, except for New York City.
Manor Mutant says he grew up in Jersey.
Am I wrong? wrong, Matt
South
Hermute?
Jersey is nicer.
Am I wrong or am I kind of right? It's okay to admit it.
Bradsworth says visit only.
I mean,
I visited and I liked it. I had to
Yeah.
go there in 2017. I had to go there for work.
Well, so if
But you know what's baloney? I take it back. I couldn't fly into New Jersey. I had to fly into Philadelphia.
the worst city on the
Philadelphia.
planet.
It's a city
I've
of
never
brotherly
taken
love.
so many left exits in my entire life. Imagine an infinite highway. I'm not even fabricating this. An infinite highway. And I just kept exiting left, or the road kept going off to the right, you know? And we just, like, lanes would disappear, and I just kept going left for miles, and then you end up in New Jersey. It was super trippy.
That's super funny.
And it was like oil refineries in Philadelphia. It sucks.
That's so funny. Okay, so where would you put New Jersey?
It's B minus C plus.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Would you rather go to New Jersey or Florida?
Me? I'd rather go to Florida 1,000 times in a row.
Depends on what.
Would you rather go to Maine or New Jersey?
I only experienced Maine for like 8 seconds. The C tier is where I go for like states that I don't think of. I should actually move Florida up a little bit. Even it's crazy humid.
Yeah, it's cool. Florida's dope, squad.
So
you got Pensacola, you have Miami, you have the Keys, you have Orlando,
you got Pepsi-Cola,
you have Daytona. You have like all this really cool stuff. I know I only named cities.
No. I'm just making funny jokes. No, you're. So here's the thing: the cities that you're listing make me think of things to do there.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least the cities, they have a rep.
Yeah,
it's
like
not just a blank city.
So that's. I lived in South Jersey and worked at a casino. That's the thing. When I think of part of the thing I think of Jersey is like everyone from New York City going to Jersey to gamble.
That's what I'm saying. It's got a bad rap, and that's what I thought when I was going to get there. And when it was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. So,
yeah, my aunt was like one of the people that designed and planned the city celebration in Florida.
Get out of here, Tank. Lived in South Jersey and worked in a casino. Hey, we had a casino here. I'm just saying. I used to work there too.
New Mexico.
New Yum City.
I've actually never been to New Mexico. I've never been to regular Mexico either. Not both versions of Mexico unattended to by me. The state of New York is beautiful. It is the longest drive in the universe, but Buffalo is awesome. And there's like I think it's like the top of the Appalachia kind of goes through like the middle, like this part of New York.
Am I going to sound like a hooligan here? Is Niagara Falls like in by?
It's in Buffalo. Buffalo is on Niagara Falls.
Perfect.
Basically.
So I'm not nuts.
No, so that's shared between Canada and the United States.
So there's Great Lakes around you. It's a good. New York's a good state.
Yeah, no, the Lake Ontario. Lake Ontario.
Nice.
I don't know if you know the mnemonic Sergeant Major hates eating onions.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
My very excellent mother made 9
pizzas.
No, you can't say that anymore. Pluto's not a planet.
Well, my very excellent mother made 9.
Yes, that's nunchucks.
This
My
has
very
to be
excellent
you.
mother made nunchucks. That's what you have to do now because there's no P
Made
anymore.
7 nunchucks, I guess, because you forgot Saturn. I guess just
My very excellent mother made. Oh, was it 7 pizzas before?
Yeah, something like that. Allegedly. So here's the thing. Technically, it's still a planet. It's just a dwarf planet.
Whoa.
Dwarf planet.
If Pluto was still cool.
So it's not full-fledged planet status. It's a dwarf planet. But that also means there's an asteroid that we'd have to count in the asteroid belt.
Pluto will rise again. Slim Chimply, I hope so.
Yep.
You know what? No,
sent us 9. Okay. My very excellent mother just sent us 9 pizzas.
No, do you know what what just came to my mind? My very excellent mother just
Sent us 9 pizzas.
No, just sent us nightshade poisons.
Except you can't say poison anymore.
I know, but it was cool.
Oh my gosh.
It could be nasty poison.
We have a lot of states and not enough time.
There's not that many states left.
All right, what's next?
This looks like North Carolina.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, spill your beans, and then we'll talk.
I've never been to any of the Carolinas.
So here's what's dope. They've got Tail of the Dragon, 11-mile stretch, 318 curves. It's one of the funnest drivings you can possibly go to. They have Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, which is like the Dells.
Okay.
It's like the Dells.
Gatlinburg sounds like a place you get a lot of automatic weapons.
Oh, at least it's not Glockenspiel.
what was that one?
North Dakota.
Oh, North Dakota.
I think we even have to
Ain't
question.
nothing in North Dakota. Fargo's fine. They have a Hardee's there that I ate at. They do. I can literally imagine that Hardee's in my brain right now.
So you know what you need though? That Hardee's needs to sell a shirt that says North Dakota's fine. We have Hardee's or whatever. Or Fargo. Went to Fargo, got Hardee's.
Oh my gosh, Ohio! Have I been? Oh no, I have been to Ohio.
But you forgot about it, so is it really that great?
It's definitely better than the states that are in this tier.
All right.
It's not nearly as good as Michigan, that's for sure.
RJ is 100% correct. In my brain, in a geographical circle you drop down, Gatlinburg is to Tennessee as Pigeon Forge is to North Carolina. So, thank you. I think they're on other sides of the tail of the dragon, might I add. Tennessee is dope as balls, dude. So if you give Tennessee a bad rap, I'll be sad. Because you have Nashville, you have Knoxville, you have country
Memphis.
music, live music, Memphis.
Fort Knox.
Is Fort Knox in Tennessee?
I have no idea.
And it smells like bluegrass. It smells like beautiful. It smells like
All
fresh
right, Oklahoma.
cut lawns.
Jeremy was just saying we don't have enough time.
Forked Knox.
Kentucky. My bad.
Gotcha.
My bad. So Kentucky and Tennessee are forever the same in my brain.
I get it. They're both bluegrass states. Whoa, Bear Jew.
Okay, Oklahoma.
Doesn't count.
The state of Oklahoma. Where would you put this, Jeremy?
Well, C plus B minus. I mean, let's be honest. There's some cool stuff. Like the Metropolis is fun to drive in. I enjoy visiting, but
So there's a lot of hardcore conservative things that happen there that might actually make me knock it down to here. But I have always enjoyed myself when I've been in Oklahoma. And I've been to Oklahoma a lot of times.
oh, a dirty read
Slim
book.
Chimply. You want
All
the
right.
dirty book?
Slim Chimply.
Is
Welcome.
I guess it's not
Brad.
boring if you're there with friends.
Actually, Oklahoma is where I blew up the toilet. It is. That's where the toilet exploded. That's the burger story.
Are we ready?
Yes.
And tell her to start planning our wedding. I hope to be back within a fortnight and do not intend to wait a moment longer than necessary to make Lindsay my wife. I will convey those sentiments to Miss Ravenel, Captain, and Jenkins put out his hand. Congratulations. Thank you, Javi. With a sigh, Ryan headed through the quiet house down to the kitchen, where he snatched a large walnut muffin. In spite of the long journey
not the only
ahead and
muffin.
potential of danger, he was filled with energy, clad in worn, snug buckskin breeches. A
Oh,
comfortable
damn. Hey, baby, I love the way you fill out them buckskin breeches.
It's a guy, though, isn't it?
Hey, fella, I love the way you fill out them buckskin breeches.
A comfortable linen shirt and a blue coat from his days at sea, Ryan felt almost lighthearted as he breathed in the sweet, fresh dawn air and crossed the stable yard with long strides. By the time he reached Brady's stall, his thoughts were occupied with planning the journey ahead. To his surprise and pleasure, he discovered that the stallion was already fed and saddled. Glancing around, he saw a wiry young man in baggy breeches and a broad-brimmed hat.
I love the way you bag out them breeches.
That hit his face as he cinched the strap on a dappled mare's saddle.
Things hitting people's faces when the straps are being cinched is interesting. All right.
There you go, Slim Chimply.
Slim Chimply, 101 bits gets you a read from the dirty book.
Oh, don't act like you didn't know.
Yeah, you know you knew.
Yeah, walnut muffin. Walnut muffin.
All right.
Who donates 101 bits?
Oregon.
Unless they know it's for the dirty book.
Dope.
Have you been?
Forest and water. Yep.
What is it? Oregon?
Forest-
I want to go so bad.
Why were you in Oregon?
I had to get to Washington.
So the Pacific Northwest, the Atlantic coast are like the two areas of the United States I basically haven't been to.
We got to fill in that gap.
So I haven't been to Oregon. I think
would
that I would
like to go.
there. So Oregon reminds me of what Duluth wants to be, if that makes sense.
Or the other way around.
I don't think Oregon gives a single crap about Duluth.
No, Duluth wants to be Oregon.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Oregon
then I-
reminds me of what Duluth wants to be.
Got it. I read that in
Slim
my brain
Chimply
backwards.
says he thought it was the fog machine.
Oh,
New
yeah.
guy here.
Yeah. Right. Wink, wink.
Fog machine.
Pennsylvania. I have clipped the corner of Pennsylvania.
I mean, well, what are they known for? Stoplights?
Pittsburgh, Philadelphia,
So bells and steel?
I guess. I don't know.
like
Isn't the Liberty Bell? Oh, Hershey's.
Yeah, they broke it.
Hershey's.
Well, great bell. You rang it once and it broke. Nice job, guys. That's quality Philadelphia construction.
Yep.
Everyone was like, man, you know what I don't want to have? The capital of our country being Philadelphia.
I agree.
historical sites. I agree with Cam there.
Isn't Gettysburg in Pennsylvania?
Wait, Brad says it's the most racist. That's where Brad's family's from. It all makes sense. Seriously, I think his family's in Pennsylvania.
How do you say it all makes sense? Oh, because he knows because he lives there?
No. Why he has such disdain for his family? No, I'm just kidding. That's projecting.
Oh my gosh, Jeremy.
What? I'm just saying. I said it was projecting.
Philly ransacked their own
This
town.
is true. Philly sports fans are nuts.
Wait, is it?
They are.
Where are the Eagles?
Philadelphia.
Boo! Worst sports fans ever. Everybody knows to take everything I say and bring it down.
Everybody who's seen The Princess Bride, Jeremy just became the old lady in Buttercup's Nightmare. Yeah.
Wait, who does that?
Boo!
An old
That's a
lady.
thing?
Yeah, it's the old lady.
No, we don't have enough time. We got to get to South Carolina, Texas, Wyoming. and
So Rhode Island, I have not.
Nobody cares about Rhode Island.
South Carolina goes right next to North Carolina because I haven't been there. South Dakota, sorry.
I like South Dakota. It's fine.
And one thing besides the thing that's on there, name it.
You got the Black Hills.
Sioux Falls.
You got, Sioux Falls. You got Hot Springs. You got the
Where's
Mammoth
Perry's
Dig
daughter
site.
going?
Hot Spring. There's hot springs in South Dakota.
With Rapid City.
Rapid City. That's Iowa, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, that's Iowa.
Sioux City, then.
Yes.
Is that in South
Sioux City's Iowa.
Rapid City.
Also Iowa.
There's a city.
Sioux
that's-
Falls?
No,
That's Sioux
that's
Falls.
not Sioux Falls. There's a famous college, and they're like the miners, the miner college, the mascot miners college. It's not the biggest city. It's the school. It's the St. Cloud of South Korea.
Sioux Falls, Rapid City.
You guys were pulling me. I've said Rapid City, did I not?
There must be a Rapid City, Iowa, too. Maybe?
Yeah, but I was clearly saying
Rapid City, South Dakota. Yeah.
There's a Rapid City in Iowa. I'm pretty sure.
There's a
I'm
City.
thinking of Cedar Rapids.
I was right.
Yeah, no, I completely can see that you're right.
But Kara agreed with you. You're
What?
thinking Rapid City was in Iowa.
I was thinking it was.
Perry Bailey's daughter goes there. That's where the miners are from. Like,
Okay, St. Louis, Missouri. You guys have. Sorry, not just St. Louis, but all of Missouri. Actually,
Missouri's fine.
let me. There we go. I'm gonna give it
Silver Dollar City, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Silver Dollar City is a lot of fun.
Is there Ozarks? There's Ozarks in St. Louis or Missouri?
In Missouri.
Yeah,
Stupid
down-
state.
Yeah, cool. Because Arkansas touches the. That's why I ended up in Arkansas, is because we were doing some stuff in between them, whatever. So yeah, St. Louis. I keep saying freaking St. Louis. Missouri is pretty sweet. I haven't been to St. Louis. I've been to all sorts of other parts of Missouri, but not St. Louis. Tennessee, I have not been to.
It's an A state.
Chris hasn't been there. He
but
can't
it's
rate
an
it.
A state.
Is this you, Jeremy rate, or is
You
this
can
Chris
get your
rate?
good look at your bull by putting his head up his butt, but wouldn't you take the butcher's word for it? Let's just
I mean, we could tell Chris that some of these other states are fantastic. Hawaii, we
just
love Hawaii, but he's
feel-
never been there.
I feel
Yeah,
Chris
I know
has
you
enough.
you really like Louisiana, and I haven't been there.
But
either,
hold on,
so.
I feel like you have enough knowledge
No,
about
nope, Chris,
the
ignore
state
him.
of
Just go to
Tennessee.
Texas. Go to Texas.
I feel like you know
Can
enough
somebody
about
put Jeremy on
Tennessee
timeout?
from learning that it deserves to be rated.
I feel like I know as much about Louisiana as I do about Tennessee.
Well, then you should both put them up on the map.
All right, so Texas is an A-tier state.
It is an A-tier state. It's dope.
Chris, do you remember how gorgeous the drive-through Utah was? I saw that's next.
Oh yeah, if I wasn't afraid of the Mormons, it would probably be up in S tier, but I will give it an A-tier state.
This
is also where the only knock I have against it is that bathroom that I went to where you have to stare at each other when you
in the
pee in the
ladies'
It was a
fountain.
half. And you took a circle, cut it in half, and put a water feature in the middle. And you
You have to look at somebody else's junk while you're taking a leak.
it's the weirdest bathroom I've ever. We both used it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the trucker's in the corner, literally emptying his entire soul into the toilet.
Yeah.
He did. did.
His soul left his body in that stall.
It sounded like it.
Cartoonishly bad.
That is a better description.
Hey, Bradsworth agrees Utah might be one of the most beautiful states.
Yep.
I bet you everybody who does their 3 slides in Utah says they like hiking, though, in Utah.
Probably.
I mean, there's probably places
I haven't
to
been
hike.
to Vermont. I haven't been to Virginia. I haven't been to Washington.
I really want to go to Washington as
I
well.
haven't been to West Virginia.
Microsoft comes from Washington.
Wisconsin, are you going to put that in F tier? Yeah, I was going to say.
And I haven't been to Wyoming.
All right. So those are the states Chris has to visit and the ones he's already visited.
If you look at where you haven't been, it feels like a lot. But then you look at where you have been, then that is a decent amount. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, so it's just like
What
if
do you
I
expect? You're not even middle-aged yet. According to Carrie, you are, though. She specifically
apparently.
called you.
No, not you. I
She
saw
said
a thing that said
when
36
somebody
is
like
considered.
Chris is over 36, they're middle-aged.
I feel like I'm in Deadpool and Wolverine right now, and Deadpool is like telling them that Human Torch is literally saying things that he didn't say and got himself murdered by Bald Lady.
Did you not see the end of the movie? He literally said all those things.
He did. Yeah, I know I did. In an alternate universe, though, wasn't it?
No, same universe.
Okay.
So like the bulk of the places that I haven't been, so it's like this chunk. Mm-hmm. And then like
It's behind.
It's right
behind
here.
us. Oh. Albuquerque.
And
I feel
then-
you need to go there.
And then like, whoops. So like I've flown into Florida and stuff, but so then it's like,
Yeah.
so it's basically like, so it's like what I would call the mid-Atlantic states, and then like a band of like the South.
Yeah.
I've been to Arkansas. Sorry, I keep it around that line wrong. But this is really annoying, by the way.
What? Gulf of... Oh, yeah. No, that will always be the Gulf of Mexico. I'm sorry. Y'all can just... It's Gulf of Mexico.
I think Jeremy would like to hike in Utah. It's crazy how cool all of
Did
it.
you hike in the Gulf of America?
You know what's unfortunate? We had a crappy night at the Denver hotel.
Yeah.
And
Terrible. We got, what,
Yeah.
3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of
Not
sleep?
even.
whoever-
We met up with my aunt and uncle, and then
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. But then we went to bed around 10, and then the
I
alarms...
thought it was later than that. I thought it was like 11.
Because then the alarms went off at like midnight.
1 in the morning.
Yeah.
1 in the morning.
And we stood outside until 4 a.m.
We had
Yeah.
to wait, and we got our bags. We just
There was a
left.
freaking gas leak in this hotel. A gas
So,
leak.
What I was about to say, it was somebody's turn to drive, and they were fading fast. Okay. And so I took over driving, and I think I ended up driving.
You drove up into the Rockies while
one
we
of you
slept.
slept.
I think I started us out, and then we got to that we got breakfast, and then knocked me out, and then I went to sleep, and then I think Kara and I did like Utah afterwards. So you did basically Denver to Utah.
Do you remember
I
we
drove-
kept on telling Jeremy, we were like, Jeremy, this is beautiful. He's like, yeah.
Well,
And
no,
you
because
slept through Utah. It was gorgeous.
I had to sleep through Utah because I took over at like the top of the mountains, and I drove all the way down to Colorado into Utah. Like we touched Utah, and I was about to die of sleepness.
Wasn't that where we hit that one spot? It was like, oh, for the next 100 and some miles,
We hit
there's
that.
no
We
gas
drove that
stations.
SMR is the winner because
Hey.
no, he legitimately beat us. So congratulations, SMR.
Nice, SMR.
That's right. You win. That's for filament,
That is the filament giveaway.
which David will have to take care of next week. We'll let it be so. Somebody text David.
I'll just add it to the list here.
Oh, okay.
Since I've got the thing here.
Getting old. Hey, I made it without peeing, Chris. Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
I'm probably gonna have prostate problems later.
You got prostate problems now.
What are you saying? I'm middle aged.
Yeah, I am
36 apparently is the start of middle age. Just saying.
Older than that. Well, everybody. Oh, I forgot. Why are you the way that you are? Can we just stay sprung forward, please?
Daylight savings rolls around.
Can we just?
Yeah, daylight savings.
Arizona
and
moves up
kids.
on the list.
Oh yeah, they don't
position.
recognize daylight savings.
They're permanently They're permanently standard time. I want to be permanently daylight sprung
I do
forward.
too. I do too. But still, at least they've made up their mind. Sometimes it is better to have a stance and be wrong than it is to not have a stance at all.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, who are we gonna raid? Let's find.
Cam, I forgot about that. I only have to work 11 hours tonight.
That is cool when you work overnight, daylights.
I worked 8 daylight
forwards?
savings both ways.
Oh no! So then it cancels out.
Here's the dumb thing: when you spring forward, you only get paid for 7 hours.
Oh.
But if you work the fall back, then you have to work 9 and you get paid for 9 hours. Yeah. But it's pretty weak. Hey, somebody's doing an IRL stream driving to Vegas. Should we raid Sweaty Pedals?
Sure. we follow him, right?
He's a puppet master or something.
Let's go to Sweaty Pedals. Why
Driving
not?
to Vegas?
It says IRL Vegas Mountain. It's literally like, here. Let me go
Just send it.
Yeah.
so you can see. Just so you can see, it looks like he's on the roads.
All right, why not? Let's keep him company.
Well, he's probably not.
What?
He's probably just not there, but it probably is there. I don't know. Because
He has to be there. He's driving. Oh yeah. So yeah, his photos, or his video of him is in the lower left-hand corner.
Got it.
Sure, why not? Could be fun.
What if he's dressed as a puppet?
He is not.
That's not Sweaty Pedals. That's
Different guy. Anyway,
That guy called me the thumb.
I do need to start by apologizing to those of you who are listening to the audio-only version of the podcast. You can always make that better by joining us live every Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Rise of the Podcast, or by watching us anytime at your leisure on youtube.com/Rise of the Podcast. If you're watching YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below to carry on the conversation. This is super fun. We got to dunk on a whole bunch of states, and there's a whole bunch of other ones that I have to go to before I can legally dunk on them. So, yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us, and of course,
may the force be with you.